Hello, I am Mr. Bosch, your son or daughter's World History or American Issues teacher. I want to take a few minutes and explain to you the general setup of our class. This is the whiteboard in our classroom. Every Monday, I begin by going through the assignment list so that every student knows exactly what's taking place. If you look and you see Intro 11.3 for World, that would mean I'm introducing Chapter 11, Section 3. And the next day we would work on that section as well. If there's a quiz, I would also have that labeled so every student knows when a quiz is taking place and when a project is due. In my classroom, we utilize Edmodo. Here is an example of our World Grade 9 Edmodo folder. Every single document your son or daughter would need is inside our Edmodo folder. The same can be said for our American Issues class. So if you're looking for examples or a rubric, any handout that your son or daughter would need, it's located inside our American Issues folder. In my classes, your son or daughter's grade is composed of a few different areas. The first being notes. Notes are considered ungraded practice, and that's why you'll see a 0 to the right, representing it's worth 0 points. Quizzes, as you can read, are based on your reading of the assigned material, and students are strongly encouraged to take notes on both the reading and the names and terms in that section. Quizzes are based on those readings and those names and terms and are worth 20 points. Tests, as you can see, are worth 100 points and are made up of those quizzes. Projects, every single chapter will have a chapter project, and on some occasions we will have larger projects that could be worth more than 10 points. It is a Muskego Norway School District policy that there is no extra credit options. As far as light work is concerned, for every day your son or daughter would miss school, they have that many days to make up the work. At Muskego High School, our preferred method for taking notes is the Cornell Note method. I have used a Cornell Note template and placed it onto our Edmodo account so that each student can use the template and save it to their own Google Drive and use it as often as they want. Remember, students are to write key questions and points on the left side, their classroom notes or reading notes, and then they're always encouraged to summarize their learning at the bottom. When our students are making their chapter technology projects, I've included a rubric telling them exactly what they need to do. First of all, they need to have a good amount of information on the topic. That's the key part of their grade. Next, they need pictures or a video and link it and put a caption with their picture to help the reader know what they're looking at. The third part is a section called My Reaction. It's not a summary, but they're reacting to what did they think going into the project, then what did they learn from their project and how does that have an impact on them. They also need to have a works cited section where they use proper MLA format, and all projects must be posted to our Edmodo page. The cool part about our class and our projects is that the students get to pick whatever project idea they're interested in and go forward as long as it connects to our topic. At Muskego High School, not only do we have learning targets, we also have technology targets. With that in mind, I've given my students a list of over 45 technology options that they can use to make their projects. We have class time to work on those technology options. They can work with other students. They can meet with me. They can look at other students' work on Edmodo and try to learn how to incorporate new ideas into their technology projects. As I mentioned earlier, every single project will be deposited into our Edmodo account. From there, I will make comments about your son or daughter's work, telling them what was good about it or what would need work for next time. Students are also strongly encouraged to look at each other's work and make comments about their classmates' projects. This is a look at Infinite Campus from a few years ago. If you look through the gradebook here, you can see that the first column that we have is the points that they have, the points that are possible, then their percent, then their letter grade. And as we go to the further right section, you can see how they're labeled. When we have notes, they're ungraded practice. So if they're handed in, they receive the letter T for turned in. If they have some of it but not all of it, they have the letter I for incomplete. And if they have nothing to show me, then it is an M for missing. Then the other assignments are receiving grades according to what the student earned out of the points possible. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'm looking forward to meeting you at conferences.